Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. It's for Memorial Day, May 27th. I'm James Spann. I know a lot of you folks are out having fun today, not watching weather videos, but you must be because you're here. And so let's get in there and take a look. We'll start with some of the images around the state early this morning. Thought I'd pluck this one from the Spann Twitter Army. That's a nice shot right there. That's the sunrise at Fort Payne. That's from Gary Parker, who's in up in DeKalb County in northeast Alabama. We've had some great sunrise, sunset scenes over the past few days with those enough clouds giving the sky that texture. We'll check the Skycam network. That's the Hamilton Skycam. Mostly cloudy there, and down south, that's the Gulf Shore Skycam. Nice sunrise there. And if you're beach bound this week, no weather problems at all. Mostly sunny days, fair nights, no rain for a while. Storm tracked well to the north. Big convective mass early this morning up north through parts of the upper Midwest, but around here will be high and dry for a while. Mostly 60s to start today. A couple of spots up northeast Alabama in the 50s, but we'll warm up quickly. We'll expect a high in the upper 80s today. There's the watch warning situation around the nation. Got some flooding problems over parts of the Corn Belt up in Iowa. Drought problems are fading for those folks. They're going to see a lot of rain this week. And down to the south, that's red flag warnings for parts of New Mexico and the panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma. Severe weather possibilities today and tonight. Slight risk of severe weather for much of the nation's heartland. And really, that's going to be the hot spot for a while. This is day 2, and it's basically in the same area, except it extends farther eastward over towards Chicago and Detroit. Day 3, which is Wednesday, again, the nation's breadbasket, with a chance of severe weather, and the risk extends as far south as the Rio Grande. And day 4, which is Thursday, a small risk over the middle of the country, and that will probably expand in coming days, and there's a chance we could see severe weather beyond that out there. It's going to be a very active week for the nation's heartland. But around here, we can't buy a drop of rain. This is the rain ballot through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock local time, showing nothing for most of the state. The bigger numbers, Chicago, Des Moines, Kansas City, Wichita. They'll be soaked. Kind of go through the modeling here. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 1 o'clock local time today. Kind of a chaotic pattern, but around here we've got kind of a flat ridge, and down below that today will be like yesterday. Highs in the upper 80s. We'll call it partly sunny. We note that surface low that's over Kansas, and you can see why severe weather is a possibility out there. And really, things aren't going to change much. This is tomorrow. We stay warm and dry with upper 80s. Wednesday, really all week, our weather's not going to change. Highs in the upper 80s. And again, a setup for severe weather across the plains with the surface low, 993 millibars on the Kansas-Colorado border. It'll be a very busy week for the storm chaser guys. There's Thursday. That surface low moves up to the Dakotas. Friday, we'll see a little moisture increase late this week, and I guess there could be a little afternoon shower popping up somewhere, but the chance is so small it's not worth mentioning now. What about the weekend, you ask? The first weekend of June, the beginning of meteorological summer. June 1 is Saturday. We've got ridging aloft over the Gulf, upper low that's way up north. Down below that, moisture is increasing, and I guess you might bring in the chance of isolated showers Saturday, but nothing widespread. A cold front north of here that's approaching, and then Sunday that front gets a little closer, and certainly on Sunday we'll mention a chance of showers. But still, it's not going to be an all-day rain, nothing severe. In fact, you get into June, you rarely ever have the classic spring-type severe weather outbreaks. In summer, if you've got severe weather, it's going to be the wet microburst kind of thing with the afternoon storms, a whole different kind of ball game. So Sunday, warm with a chance of showers. And highs for the weekend, again, 87 to 90. And then we'll go to Monday. That front's going to kind of drift into North Alabama. That's a week from today. And the chance of rain might go up a smidgen, but again, with the upper support way away from here, not a washout. Ooh, and yeah, we're seeing what's happening down to the south. The surface low that's over the Yucatan, and hey, hurricane season kicks off, and right on cue, there you go. Let's go through next week. This is Tuesday, June 4th, June 5th. And understand the GFS has been showing this thing for weeks. It's been very consistent in this idea, and certainly there's some credibility here. This is June 6th, Thursday. The surface low is in the southern Gulf. Tropical storm. June 7th makes landfall up around the Big Bend around Cedar Key, Florida. Is a tropical storm. So the GFS is bullish and has been bullish on the idea of an early season tropical storm. These rarely become, big hurricanes. They're typically big rain producers. They can create some big flash flooding problems if they're slow enough. And the heaviest rain with this thing, and look, this is pure voodoo. Don't even try and be specific here. We've seen other runs that, scooted across the southern tip of Florida, but most of the runs have kept it east of Alabama. That keeps us on the dry side, but we just don't know that yet. But just be aware of some tropical mischief in the Gulf the first week of June. Something to watch, and once we get within 7 days, we've got enough skill to handle that, and that'll be a little later this week. End of the forecast, June 11th. Little moisture pool across Alabama, maybe a few showers then, but again, we're getting into that old summertime pattern. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video tomorrow. We're on the one-a-day schedule today for the holiday, so we'll get back to the two-a-days tomorrow. Well, I will be on television this evening, ABC 3340, on the live stream or the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great Memorial Day, and God bless.
I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.